Japan in the early 20th century was a nation caught between two worlds, its ancient traditions and the rapid modernization that reshaped its future. By the 1930s, tension brewed beneath the surface of its imperial order. The military, dissatisfied with political corruption and economic struggles, found itself divided between moderates and hardline ultranationalists. Their frustration soon exploded into open rebellion, threatening to redefine the empire's course. The roots of military rebellion lay in the turbulence of Japan's post-World War I era. Economic downturns, political corruption, and growing dissatisfaction with parliamentary rule fueled radicalism among young officers. Many believed that civilian politicians had betrayed Japan's imperial destiny and sought to restore power to the emperor and military elites. Amid this discontent, secret societies like the Cherry Blossom Society, Sakurakai, emerged, plotting to overthrow the government and install a militaristic state. On May 15, 1932, a group of Navy officers, radical cadets, and right-wing civilians executed a dramatic attack in Tokyo. Prime Minister Inukai Tsuyoshi was assassinated in his residence, his killers hoping that his death would trigger a nationwide uprising. However, their expectations fell short. The government condemned the coup, yet the rebels received surprisingly light sentences, signaling how deeply military influence had already seeped into politics. If May 15th was a warning, February 26th was a storm. In 1936, over 1,400 radical Imperial Army soldiers launched a full-scale coup in Tokyo, assassinating key government and military figures. Their goal was to purify the empire by removing traitors who stood in the way of military supremacy. The rebels occupied central government buildings, but to their surprise, Emperor Hirohito rejected their cause. Loyalist troops swiftly crushed the uprising, marking the last direct military rebellion before Japan plunged into total war. The rebellions of the 1930s were not just desperate attempts at seizing power. They were reflections of Japan's struggle between democracy and militarism. Though both uprisings failed, they ultimately paved the way for the military's dominance over the government. By the end of the decade, Japan had abandoned civilian rule in favor of an expansionist war machine, leading to its infamous role in World War II. The echoes of these forgotten coups still whisper in the shadows of history, a warning of how ambition and discontent can reshape a nation's destiny.